I went out to the lake this weekend with my paddleboard and I was trying to do some bass fishing. It didn't really go as planned, but I did learn a few things. And I had a great time, so that's all that matters. So come along for a peaceful day of fishing with me. Alright, good morning guys. I'm out here, this morning, it's about 6 a.m., just got on the water. We're in a nice little spot right here, a place called Long Lake. And today I'm going to be trying to catch some bass. I'm actually going to be trying to learn how to use topwaters. So I got this frog here that I'm going to throw, and then I'm also going to be working on learning how to use jigs here. So here's a couple jigs I got too. So we're going to start off with a topwater this morning. We're just going to pop this guy on here real fast. We might have to back up a little bit to get out of these lilies so I can cast into them, but should be pretty good here in a second. Here. Might need to back up a little bit, not really sure, but we gotta get our rod tip undone. Alright, so we should be good. So like I said, we're gonna try out this this frog right here. Can't guarantee I'm gonna do any good with it, but kind of drifting. I want to back her up a little bit here because I don't necessarily want to be right in these freaking lily pads. There we go, that's pretty good. Bring this back here. Let's put my leash on so I'm not fighting it. Hoping these guys don't try to run me over here. We're already going to be fighting some backlashes this morning. I've never casted off of this this paddleboard with this bait caster yet, so we are going to be fighting that. But that's not, hopefully that's not a significant portion of our day. It's very hot and humid. See if we can get this one a little bit further out here. There we go, that's a little better. So we're just going to wait for it. Fishing over that way a little bit. Let's see if we can get this turned up a little bit. There we go. I don't really know the technique. Those guys went behind me on a boat. Now I'm drifting back into the lilies here. Let me back up a little bit again. Let's try over this way a little bit. I'm also still figuring out this bait caster. Oh, I just got a bite. I got a bite, but I missed it. Alright. Alright, not too bad. Let's try to put it back out there. Okay. I got a bite, but I missed it. Try to let it set for a minute. I've never caught a fish on this paddleboard. I want to go this way a little bit. Just keep doing what we're doing. There we go, that's a nice one. I think we're just going to keep floating around the edge of these lilies, go up around the edge there, maybe push down towards that way a little bit. An anchor for this thing because it is very challenging to keep my paddleboard in the same spot. Oh, I can keep looking at fish. It's pretty exciting that we had one hit already. I just got a bite right before I turned the camera on, but I missed him. I'm gonna let us run right into these freaking lilies. Maybe they'll put a little bit of a stop to my freaking floating. It's crazy. I'm gonna cast one out there. I just seen a fish jump right there too. I don't know how I'll get him in. He's gonna get us stuck in these freaking lily pads for sure. Alright guys, we got about 5 more minutes on the first topwater. I moved down the river or lake, I don't know what this is. I think I'm on the river part of it. So I moved down the river a little bit. I've seen some bass jumping over here. Hopefully I can get me one on the edge of this top mat here. So we're just gonna chill for a minute and see how we do. Move this up a little bit. Swap. Oh, we're floating here. Let's get the jig out. I'm thinking, what am I thinking? Which one should we use here? I'm thinking I'm gonna start with, let's start with this blue, this guy right here. I got a blue crawl on there, has a trailer, so we'll try that guy. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't necessarily know why I'll try that guy, but why not? That's what I always say. So we'll just take this guy off, drop this guy on. He's pretty big. I think he's like 1/8 of an ounce. No, 3/8 ounce is what it is. So 3/8 ounce jig head, black with blue spots, blue speckles, whatever you want to call them, and then a black and blue crawl on it too. Alright, let's see if we can do any good here. So this is what, let's see, let's just try, I don't know, we're just gonna try out there. Alright, I think I lied. This jig is just doing nothing but catching all kind of weeds, and that's not helping me out at all. So I think I'm gonna switch over to another topwater, maybe use a different one. Alright, let's see how this guy does. See, I just seen a big one right there as soon as I casted it. we'll try to go over towards that guy. So this we're supposed to do like a medium to fast retrieve because it makes the tail spin on it. Alright guys, well, a little bit after 8 and still haven't caught anything, so I've been out here for about 2 hours. I'm trying to get down towards the big lake down here, which is really deep. Yeah, just trying to get down here to see what I can do. I did switch over to a Texas red worm. Haven't fished it yet. Tossed it one time just to see how she would do, and we're gonna see. I'm kind of just wanting to get down this way a little bit so we can float back down river towards the dock while we fish. I think that's probably the best option for me. All right, well, we switched to a black topwater frog. See how we do with this guy. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna cast a few more times and then we're going in. I got nothing today, but I gotta get home. All right, we're pulling up to the boat ramp now. We'll get this bad boy out of here, and then we will head home. All right, there we go. Take this off. Step in without falling. Grab my rod. Let me just carry this bad boy out. Yeah, it's still slippery, that's for sure. Still very. All right, guys. Well, we didn't catch anything, but we had a good time out on the water. So, you know, maybe next time we'll catch some big bass, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So stick around. Let me know if you have any tips on how to use those top waters and those jigs, and like and follow.